Voila! Meet my new bullet journal, Henry. Don't know where the name Henry came from. Apparently, I've decided that I'm going to be naming my bullet journals from now on. So yeah, this is Henry. He's a Leuchtturm 1917 dotted medium notebook. As you can see, he's in the color white. I don't know how I feel about personifying my journal. It's a new year though, so with the new journal, I've got some awesome 2018 spreads to share with you. Before I get into it, I do want to note that my January plan with me will be coming out tomorrow. So if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you don't miss that video. The first few pages are blank. I don't really do anything special, and I don't use this table of contents section either. I just never find myself actually going to it to find pages. But the first official page in my journal is this one right here. It is a goal setting page for 2018. The first thing you may notice on this page are these images. These are taken from my Instagram at Caitlin Marie De Silva. Follow me if you aren't already, because I post lots of photos related to planning stuff and just photos related to my life. These are actually stickers that I printed using this HP sprocket. This may look like a sponsored video, but I promise you that it's not. My mom actually got this a few months ago, and I decided to play around with it and fell in love. I have these at the top here just to serve as like inspiration and also just to spice up my first spread for 2018. I wanted to do something a little bit different. Below here I have a box to write one big goal for both personal, work life, and school life. And beneath each big goal, I'll write the steps that I need to complete throughout 2018 to achieve that goal, and also a date that I want each step accomplished by. I think a timeline is critical to actually achieving goals because it kind of breaks down a big goal into smaller, less intimidating steps. So I'm super excited to take an hour or two to really brainstorm and figure out what I want for 2018 and get it cemented on paper. The next two pages also have to do with goals. The one on the left is a future planning spread. I have a section to write personal and work goals or visions, ideas for 5 years and 10 years from now. So whereas the first page is more about short-term goals for the next year, this one is a lot more big picture. And although I think it's really good to have a big picture in mind, I'm definitely not going to be sticking to this entirely because, you know, things can change and life will go where it goes. But I think it'd be cool to at least write down where I think my life may or may not go, and have something I can look back on in the future and see if things ended up working out that way or if my life went in a completely different direction. On the right though is one that I will be using every quarter in 2018. It's my quarterly check-in where I check in with those goals that I wrote on the first page. So for my personal work and school goal, I have a section to write what current stage am I at, and based on that stage, am I behind or ahead of schedule? I am going to write next steps right here. So if I'm, you know, on schedule or ahead, then that probably will just end up being like the next stages in my timeline. But if I'm behind, then I'll probably use this section as an opportunity to reconfigure my timeline a bit, or put down some new strategy ideas to make it more likely that I'll be able to succeed at achieving my goal by the end of the year. On to the next two pages, I've got my reading list for 2018. I've decided that my goal for 2018 is to read 20 books. I've realized that with school it is tough to read, so I think 20 books is a really reasonable goal to set for myself. And then below here I have a section for me to write books I want to read both in the fiction category and the nonfiction category. I'm kind of thinking it'd be fun to do a video showing you my 2018 reading list, so if you're interested in that, maybe answer the poll on the screen. On this page I added pops of color using my Tombow in the color 993. There will be links to all products I used to create my spreads this month down in the description box below. And then to the right I have a section for video ideas. I'm going to be trying to put out a wide variety of videos this year. So I want to continue putting out bullet journal videos, planner type videos. I also want to introduce some more sit down videos where I have discussions on some hopefully meaningful topics. So if there's any topic that you want me to tackle, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I want to be doing some more beauty videos, health videos, wellness videos, book videos, that sort of thing. So this is just a page for me to write down all my thoughts for each of those categories. We proceed onwards to the next two pages. On the left here, I have my first A Year in Pixels page. For those of you who don't know, A Year in Pixels page is for you to track your mood every single day of the year, and then by the end of the year you'll have, you know, all this data about your mood and maybe which months you were happier, which months maybe you were more down, that sort of thing. So I have 4 categories: happy, okay, meh, and down. And then I have a little star for me to put on top of these blocks that is labeled because that is going to be for me to track when I'm on my period. I figure if I'm tracking my mood, I definitely have to track when that time of the month is so that I know if maybe a meh or down mood is being influenced by something else. For this page, I'm actually going to be using my Tombow twin tone markers because they have this beautiful really thin tip point that I think will be really good for coloring in each of the blocks over here. So super cute, really excited to be using those more in my bullet journal this year. I'm curious to see if I'm able to stick to tracking this all throughout 2018. We'll see. And then to the right, I just have a basic 2018 12-month at a glance page because I think it's really important to have this page in your bullet journal. Makes it easy to create weekly spreads and individual months at a glance if I already have the days in my bullet journal. And this color right here is the color 772. Really pretty color, one of my favorite Tombows. The next 2 pages are probably my 2 favorite pages in my 2018 bullet journal video. This page on the left you'll recognize if you follow #PlannerMonday on my Instagram stories. I took a personality test I think I did this about a month ago, where I had done a personality test on this site. I will link the site down below if you want to take it yourself. I discovered I'm a protagonist. I'm an ENFJ personality type. I recorded all of my results, some strengths and weaknesses of the protagonist type, some protagonists you may know, so like celebrities that also are the same personality type. And I have a little quote here: the most important thing you wear is your personality. I just found this to be really fun to do, and I love hearing what personality type other people are. So if you have done the test or you end up doing the test, let me know in the comment section below which one you end up getting. The last page in my spread is kind of a fun page. It's a recipe for a good 2018. It's a page that I wanted to include in here to remind me about all the things that I really want to prioritize this year. Kind of like a vision board, but a miniature version in my journal. Family, hard work, you know, good food, words of encouragement, you are totally awesome, quality reading, reflection time, inspiration, learning, self-care. All of these things I think are really important and just something I want to emphasize this year. I think in 2018 I do want to incorporate more photos and memories into my bullet journal, so it's not just a planning tool, it's also a memory capturing tool. So I'm gonna try and think of creative ways to continue doing that. If you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. And that is it for my 2018 bullet journal video. I hope there was something in this video that kind of gives you some inspiration for your 2018 planning. I'd love to hear which page was your favorite. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget, I will be back here tomorrow with January's Plan With Me, where I will be sharing, I think, 10 or 12 new spreads. It's gonna be an exciting time. I can't wait to see you there. And until then, bye guys.
You should hit me with the splash gun so I cool down. Won't you come on over? We can party till the sun's down. Baby, let me buy you a drink while we're dancing a blink. I could go for some queen bee too.